Why is it that we lose our power and then complain that we can't do anything? Why do we feel like victims? And why do we feel that things are out of our control? Hi, my name is Guru Pashupati, and today I want to teach you something very, very important. I have been a healer for many years now. I've been teaching people how to empower themselves and heal themselves. And I've been very successful at it. But there's always a bunch of people who, no matter what you do, it doesn't work. And I used to wonder why that is until I understood the reason, discovered the reason, and I have a solution for it also. So, why not we implement this first? Because unless you implement what I'm going to teach you in this video first, you will not heal. No matter what's going on in your life, no matter how many medicines you take, no matter how many practitioners you go to, you simply won't heal. The reason is that you don't have your power with yourself. You start assigning it to external places, all right? And this is a habit. We've been taught how to do this, but look, if you have a bad habit, you can drop it. And if you drop that habit, then you no longer have to suffer the consequences of that bad habit. A habit is bad if it's causing you a loss, if it's not allowing you to get what you want. A habit is good if it's causing you a profit and it's enabling you to get what you want. All right? So that's bad and good. I don't judge. So if it's proven that drinking alcohol is helping you get what you want without causing any losses, then I will join you in having alcohol. But it's definitely been proven that drinking alcohol is not good for you. So I know that I have proof because I cure people who are alcoholics, and when I look at their liver reports, it's pretty scary. So, when you have proof that something is bad, you should be able to drop it and just let it go. But the only reason we're not able to drop it and let it go is because we are getting high on our lack of empowerment. Yes, it's true that we can get high on our lack of empowerment. We can suddenly feel better for a short while. It's very temporary. But even then, we're like, that's good. Let's do it at least temporarily, and we'll keep doing it so that we can, permanently feel better by feeling temporarily better in bits. But that's not how it works. That's not how you're supposed to do it, because then you fall very, very sick at the end of it, and you feel very, very tired at the end of it. And you age and you die and you have losses, all the while feeling better while you're doing it. You feel better and keep making losses, and then you crash. All right. So, what is this one habit that people have that's causing them never to heal? It's not causing them to heal at all. It's the habit of getting high on your losses. So when I say that my power is not with me, when I complain and I say that it's all other people's fault, okay? It's a word blame. If you blame anybody else, you can't get better. When you say it's someone else's fault, immediately you feel, oh, I am better than that. I'm better than that. And you say that I'm better than that person. And it's ridiculous, because just for that certificate, for that serotonin, you definitely release something called serotonin when this happens. And just for that little bit point, for that, I don't know, small shot of the drug called serotonin, which is a status chemical, makes you feel better. Just for that, you've sacrificed a lifetime of good serotonin by you actually being powerful and being of value. So whenever you blame someone for a negative outcome in your life, you are taking away your own power to make it all right. Because by corollary, your brain concludes that you don't have the power to fix this. And you're somehow okay with that corollary conclusion that comes whenever you blame someone. Be very careful. What is left unsaid is also heard by the brain. What is left unsaid when you blame someone else is that you have no power. And that becomes reality. You become powerless. You're not able to change your reality when that is what you say. Okay? So be very careful about this. Very, very careful not to blame others. Now, there's another thing called self-criticism, which is another habit. It's actually the same thing. You don't even need someone else. You say that you're not doing good enough. I'm not rich enough. I'm not healthy enough. I'm not good looking enough. I'm not entertaining enough. I'm not lovely enough. And, I'm whatever. When that I'm not good enough, when you say, there's one part of the brain That's evaluating another part as not good enough and blaming it, saying you're no good. So when you do that, blame, perversely, you produce serotonin. I didn't know this until I found it out. There has been research on this as well. Okay, you produce serotonin even when you blame yourself, which is bizarre. So then people get an incentive for blaming themselves. They temporarily feel better, and it's a great fix. Suddenly they feel fixed, everything is good, I'm feeling all right, and then they're back to, suffering again, feeling powerless. So your brain is constantly saying, dividing itself, and you're not even working at 50% efficiency. Your efficiency falls even much lower when you blame yourself. So if you had to choose between blaming others and blaming yourself, choose blaming others. But you don't have to make this choice. Don't blame yourself. Don't blame anyone else. Another reason people fail, and this habit is a great habit, it's called the habit of atheism. Okay? So you don't believe that there is a benign divine power wanting to help you. See, I've done my experiments, I know everything about the world, and there is nothing called God. Okay? Another thing about another extreme of that is another manifestation of the same thing is that I'm not good enough for God to care about me. I'm not significant enough. I'm not important enough. I don't have any value to offer in this world, which is also wrong. All of us have a unique physical form, and that physical form can offer value to you, to other people, your physical form itself. You have to understand that your actions and what your body is capable of doing can be of great value to other people. All right. Now, when I say your body, it also includes your brain. But your brain plus body, that's what is of value to other people. The only value you bring in this world is your body and your brain. Not your money, not your status, not your caste, not your anything else. Your country, your family, these are not what value you bring. That's the value your family brings, your country brings, your caste brings. But what value do you bring is between your body and brain, what you can offer people. And it is definitely very valuable. And it's divine. There's a divine mission for you. If you don't believe there's a divine mission for you, then you'll never call upon God and say, hey God, you put me on this mission, like why can't you help me out with this? And just that conversation that you have with the divine, however you may want to call it, Buddha, Ganesha, whatever you want to call it, I don't care, call it Allah. But the moment you're having this conversation with God saying, you've put me on this earth for a purpose, and I know what it is. It's something that only my body is capable of doing. No, nobody else can do it. So can you please remove this problem that is opposing me? Just give me the wisdom to do it, and I'll do it myself. I really have no clue how to do this. So this is how I cure people, by the way. People come to me, and sometimes I have no clue how to cure them, and I say, okay, let's try. And then I say, God, you've given me the mission to cure this person, so please give me the information. And lo and behold, the information starts flowing. It's not because I'm more spiritual than you. It's because I understand that there is, in fact, organization in the world. Every time I drop something, if I take off my bracelet and I drop it, do you think it's going to go up? What do you think? It's always falling down, isn't it? Why? This world is run according to rules. That's what you should realize. This whole universe is running according to rules. And who made those rules? According to scientists, those rules were crafted unconsciously, but they're still there. So maybe it's an unconscious consciousness, but it's a consciousness nevertheless. Okay? Unconsciousness is a state of consciousness. Maybe God is in an unconscious consciousness. Maybe God is not a person. But it's certainly something. Now, we say that emotion is only because of the brain. God has no emotion. God has no feelings. God has no kindness. God has no compassion. Nature, if you're calling nature God, then nature has no compassion. Animals eat each other. Well, compassion is not about not harming anybody else. Compassion is about enabling yourself to achieve your life's purpose and your goals. And it's the same with animals as well. They have a certain goal and they achieve it, and which is why we want to escape from the animal and become a human. because a human can totally determine what happens to himself or herself. We have this power and we have this brain that can connect to the divine, but animals can't really connect to that. They can only just connect to their instincts. Danger, no danger. Safety, no safety. They can decide this and then react accordingly. But we can do more than that. We see danger and we say, oh God, there's so much danger. Why do I need this? Please take it away. Enable me to do my purpose. Can be your prayer. Enable me to do my purpose, no matter what happens. This can be your prayer. After a few experiences of that, just take my word for it, and don't take my word for it. Just try it. Try it out. Okay, humor me. Try it out. Try it out this whole week sincerely. I'm sincerely going to call upon a divine force to help me. Internally, whatever bullshit conversation you're having, don't worry about it. Just sincerely call. And then, of course, if you're having an internal conversation after that saying, I'm just wasting my time, then you're not going to do anything. You have to give it a fair chance. Give it a fair chance and call to God saying, hey, I have this course that I want to do. I can't afford it. Can you help me? I have this this need to feel healthy because I have this serious health issue. So can you please help me? This is how I got rid of my health issues to begin with. I had nobody to train me. At that point of time, my ex-girlfriend was also sick with multiple sclerosis and possibly like thyroid cancer, and all of that just went away miraculously over a period of years. It did not happen overnight. But I didn't lose my faith. I said, I'm still learning. I need to figure it out. If I had gotten her case and my case, and I had type 1.5 diabetes, if I'd gotten these two cases now, where I am now, I'm sure I could have cured both of us in 3 months, because I learned so much now about chronic disease and I keep talking about it. But then why did all that knowledge come to me and not to anybody else who is also in the healing profession? They couldn't heal us. There are so many healers in the healing profession. We started with the allopathics like everybody else, and we tried all the alternative practitioners. It didn't get any results until I just sat down and I allowed myself to be worthy of the knowledge. I said, look, you put me on this earth for a purpose. I don't even know what this purpose is. First of all, tell me what the purpose is. And second of all, take away all obstacles to the purpose. Come on, God. Why do I deserve this? Do I want this? I don't want this. I didn't come here for this. When I start speaking like this, there's a deep belief inside me that God's abilities are bigger than my problems. We all believe this. Inherently, we know. We are afraid to use the word God. We say universe. And then it's basically God, right? People are saying universe, nature, natural forces. It's just God. Come on. So, do you think the universe's abilities are less than your problem? And that's a way to get high. You say, oh, the universe's abilities are less than my problem, and so let me get high. I am so big that even the universe can't help me. I am so big that even the God can't help me. It's a perverse way to release serotonin. Massive amounts of serotonin get produced and used up in the brain, and then you'll have sleep issues after that. Okay, when you have sleep issues, you'll be in a trance, and then you'll start, hallucinating stuff and whatever. Okay, so it comes down to this, guys. It boils down to this. Atheism will not allow you to get better. If you believe that your problem is bigger than God's solution or God's power, you'll never get better. You just simply can't. Okay, you can argue with this, but why would you argue for your limitations? Richard Bach said, argue for your limitations and they're yours. Sure enough, they're yours to keep. You get to keep your limitations if you argue for them. Okay, always argue against your limitations. Say, no, I'm not a limited being. I have God. I have access to God. I have a brain that can perceive God. I have a brain that can experience God. So why the hell am I not experiencing God every moment? Do you think your problems in your marriage are bigger than what God can solve? No. Do you think your problems in your career are bigger than what your God can solve? No. You think your financial issues are bigger than what God can solve? No. It's not a big deal. You just need opportunities and you need experience, and then you can make money. It's really not a problem. Okay. So that's what it is. We undervalue ourselves, And because we undervalue ourselves, we overvalue ourselves. Unconsciously, we are overvaluing ourselves when we say we are bigger than God. Our problems are bigger than God means you're bigger than God, right? Something you produced, your problems, is bigger than God. So now the God can't help you at all. If it is, then you can't be high. So stop getting high on serotonin. This whole video is about how we get high instead of better. All right. I want everyone to stop getting high and start getting better. All right. This is my wish for everybody watching this video. And those of you who need personal guidance, give me a buzz, like send me a text on WhatsApp saying, I really need help with this problem. Whatever your problem may be, if I can help you, I'll certainly help you. There's of course a fee that I charge for helping, and I'll tell you about what it's going to cost you to fix your health issue and to fix your other issues, whatever your other issues are. All right. So when I give value to you, you give value back to me. That's how it works. Anyway, people have a whole lot of objections to yogis asking for money. You can close this video and move out of my life forever. I don't need to talk to you, okay? Because I think when I'm putting hard work and effort and bringing things out, I think I want people who appreciate the value of that. If you don't, and if you think that this is a hundi where you put whatever you choose and then God gives you some results, then you go to God, go to temple. I'm not a temple. All right. So I hope this is clear, and I hope that you got a method to understand where you're just getting high on ego instead of getting results. Don't get high, get results. Okay. So thank you very much for watching, and if this video has made an impact on you, a positive impact, please write. I would love to know. Leave a comment and let me know what you learned, and share it, please. If it's impacted you, don't share it. If it hasn't, I don't have to tell you. You can scroll and ignore this. But if it's made an impact, please remember to share it so that it can impact other people as well. And subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my page so that you can keep seeing my videos. And I'm telling you that the solution to any mental problem has been covered already in one of the videos that I have. There's a huge collection of videos, hours and hours. You can sit and binge watch my content if you want to, and I encourage you to, so that you can step into the mind of a Himalayan yogi and understand these things, understand your life from the perspective of yoga. So thank you very much, and I'll see you in my next video.